Hey guys, and welcome to part 9 of my playthrough of Bloodborne at 60fps. So in this episode I will explore some of Cainhurst Castle. I will also deal with the questline that connects Arianna and Adella at Cathedral Ward. So I thought I would start by talking a little bit about the Chalice dungeons, because I know they're not exactly every fan's favourite part of the game. In fact, obviously a lot of fans spit on the Chalice dungeons. But I did get a comment from someone asking about in relation to how it runs in this 60fps patch version. And yes, you can access the Chalice dungeons, but you have to remain offline because due to the PS4 Pro jailbreak, you can't get onto the PS Online service anyway, so that locks you out of that. So you can only access Chalice dungeons that are available offline. As for the online ones, yeah, you just can't do it. So yeah, you're actually just restricted to the dungeons in an offline capacity. So as for this playthrough, I will not be doing the Chalice dungeons, as you will probably be glad to know, because I'm just covering the main game and the DLC. When you're going through this area, you also need to be wary of these bat-like creatures because they tend to pose like they're statues. So when you run by them, if you're unaware of them, when you run by them, they will grab you and do a pretty nasty bite attack. So yes, so these gargoyles tend to try and blend in with their environment, so they won't be caught. They also perform a kind of sonic boom attack, so you need to be quite wary of that, because that can also do quite a bit of damage. So the best thing to do is to do a kind of a quick step to the side, or just kind of jump back to try and avoid the sonic boom attack that they can do. And here I pick up one of my favourite sets that you can get in the game, which is the Executioner set. And the Executioner set has some really good resistances kind of all round, with the exception of probably the Frenzy resistance. Yeah, this is one of the sets that looks a bit closer to actual armour, and yeah, it looks fairly robust. And a common enemy, of course, in the castle are the Silver Ladies. Yeah, these enemies aren't too bad individually, but they are quite dangerous in numbers. You also need to be wary of a very high-pitched scream they can emit. There's a reasonable chance if they do that scream, they can actually paralyse you and hold you in place. Yeah, at this point, that will give them free rein to stab you to death, basically.
Wonderful!
So as I climb up here, there will be a couple more gargoyles. Basically here I'll just ignore them. So as I run past them to the right, then I drop down to this circular turret here, and then this takes you along another path. So we just follow this path along, climb up the ladder, and this will take us up to another walkway path. And up ahead is the boss of this area. I will leave him for another episode because this boss is very tough, and I've probably struggled with him more than any other boss in this playthrough. So we'll come back to him later on. So here I return to Cathedral Ward and cover Arianna and Adella's questlines, because they are actually connected depending on how you choose to progress them. What I go with here is the option for basically Adella to kill Arianna.
Brave hunter. What is it? Have you renewed thoughts on this matter? Forgive me, what would a brave hunter do with lowly blood like mine? Please, forget I even asked. Oh, brave hunter, I pray for your safety. Oh, you're early, dear. Is anything the matter? You can always tell me. Mother will make everything. What's wrong? Anything you'd like to tell me? Oh, boy. You poor thing, but don't you worry. This'll help you forget. Forget your troubles. Forget your cares. Oh, baby.
And I don't suppose there's any, but you did all you could. Amazing. Makes it easier. You've made life. If you please, when the night of the... Now, I know, well, I had to just ask, you know, out of line. Yes, give it a thought.
Yes, so if we take Arianna's blood 3 times, I think, over Adella's, then Adella will become jealous. So when you reload back in, you will now find Arianna has been killed.
Oh, kind hunter, the lady you sent over, she's dead. Killed, stone dead. Why? Must have been a beast, right? Or do you think someone out there could... well...
And on approaching Adella here, that we can see that clearly she was in fact responsible for Arianna's murder because she is covered in blood. And she also sounds a bit more unhinged and a bit more sinister. She will of course gladly now give you her blood, which of course has a kind of HP regen effect. But we can clearly see she was behind this. And of course she gives a little sinister laugh here at the end as well.
Take my blood. Oh, brave hunter, I pray for your safety. Come back soon.
And just before I finished up this episode, I returned to the Forbidden Woods here and explored an area that I actually missed out, and it's the part of the woods that has the Celestial Mob in it, and they are actually quite weak, particularly to thrust and fire attacks. So if you have a thrust weapon, and also if you use even Molotov cocktails, then you can kill the mob quite easily. We also can pick up the anti-clockwise Metamorphosis rune, which can offer a 10% boost to your stamina. Yeah, so that is a pretty decent rune to pick up. So that's it for this one, guys. In the next episode I will cover the Rom, the Vacuous Spider boss fight, and I will also explore the area of Yahar Ghul, the Unseen Village. So that's it for now, and I will see you soon.